let's now discuss the net income effect of the net income effect, and we will compare absorption costing and variable costing. So for the succeeding discussion, we will use this legend. AC will stand for absorption costing, VC for variable costing, EI means ending inventory, COGS means cost of goods sold, NI means net income. So let's have the first situation where production is equal to sales. So this means all units produced are sold. So lahat ng pinroduce mo ay nabenta. So which means all fixed factory costs are carried by sold units, no, under absorption costing yung sinasabi dito, no. So lahat ng fixed factory cost ay mapupunta sa cost of goods sold kasi nga all units produced were sold. So therefore, absorption costing will not defer its recognition as expense. Net income will be the same for both methods. So dahil nga lahat ng fixed factory cost ay napapunta sa cost of goods sold under absorption costing, walang hindi magkakaroon ng difference between the net income under absorption costing and variable costing. What if production is more than sales? So, tataas yung ending inventory mo, no, under absorption costing. So, under the same method, no, fixed factory costs are inventoried. So, dahil nga yung fixed factory costs ay nasa inventory under absorption costing at hindi naman to ini-inventory under variable costing, so ang ending inventory ng absorption costing ay mas mataas sa ending inventory ng variable costing. Alam naman natin na pag mas mataas ang ending inventory, bababa ang cost of goods sold. Kaya it follows that cost of goods sold under absorption costing is less than the cost of goods sold under variable costing. So, ang epekto nito sa net income, absorption costing net income will be more than the variable costing net income if production is more than sales. What if production is less than sales? So, ang epekto naman nito, yung ending inventory mo ay mababawasan. Kasi nga, yung production mo ay mas mababa dun sa units na nabenta mo. So, mababawasan yung inventory mo sa warehouse. So, this means that some fixed factory cost inventoried under absorption costing will become part of cost of goods sold. So, diba, sa absorption costing, yung fixed factory cost ay parte ng inventory. So, if production is less than sales, so ibig sabihin yung ibang fixed factory cost na dating nasa ending inventory ay mapupunta sa cost of goods sold under absorption costing, which will make the cost of goods sold of absorption costing more than the cost of goods sold under variable costing. So, kung mas mataas ang cost of goods sold under absorption costing, it follows na yung net income under absorption costing is less than the net income under variable costing if production is less than sales. Reconciliation of net income. So, ang formula natin dyan is net income under absorption costing plus fixed overhead in beginning inventory less fixed overhead in ending inventory equals net income under variable costing. So, explain natin ba't ganun yung formula. Variable costing does not include fixed overhead in beginning inventory, resulting to a lower cost of goods sold and a higher net income. Thus, fixed overhead in beginning inventory is added to net income under absorption costing. So, ano yung ibig sabihin nito? So, di ba under variable costing, wala kang fixed overhead sa beginning inventory. So pag inanalyze mo siya, yung cost of goods sold under variable costing will be lower compared to cost of goods sold under absorption costing. At ang epekto naman nito, kung mas mababa ang cost of goods sold under variable costing, ay mas mataas yung net income niya. Di ba? Mas mataas yung net income under variable costing. Kaya dun sa formula, yung fixed overhead ng beginning inventory ay ina-add natin sa net income under absorption costing to arrive to the net income under variable costing. Kasi nga sa analysis natin, because of the difference in the treatment of fixed overhead in beginning inventory, lalabas na mas mataas or mas mababa yung cost of goods sold under variable costing, which will result to a higher net income. So, kaya siya naka-add. Yun namang fixed overhead in ending inventory. So, sabi dito sa second bullet, variable costing does not include fixed overhead in ending inventory, resulting to a higher cost of goods sold and lower net income. Thus, fixed overhead in ending inventory is subtracted from net income under absorption costing to arrive to the net income under variable costing. So, isa-isahin naman natin. So, under sa variable costing, di ba wala kang fixed overhead sa ending inventory? Diba? So, lalabas na mas mababa yung amount ng ending inventory under variable costing kung i-compare mo sa ending inventory under absorption costing. Ngayon, kung mas mababa yung ending inventory ng variable costing, mas mataas yung cost of goods sold niya. At kung mas mataas yung cost of goods sold niya, mas mababa yung net income niya. Now, kaya, from the net income under absorption costing, i-minus natin yung fixed overhead ng ending inventory. So, yun po yung ating explanation dun sa formula in reconciling the net income under absorption costing to the net income under variable costing.